Nick, you're ruining my ASMR.
Hey everyone, my name is Steven. I am today's host of the Spooky Screen, and today we will be reviewing episode 9 of Yellowjackets, titled Doomcoming. Cue music. We are the Spooky Screen, 5 best friends who review horror movies and television shows. For the past several weeks, we have been reviewing Showtime Network's breakout hit Yellowjackets. Yellowjackets, for those who don't know, is a show about a group of high school girls who survive out in the wilderness after their plane crashes. Meanwhile, their adult counterparts grapple with the aftermath of their traumatic and mysterious survival 25 years later. And if you don't know what Yellowjackets is, go back to episode 1 in our podcast series and hit play because we will be discussing spoilers about episode 9 titled Doomcoming in this episode. So before we dive into the gimmick, the likes, dislikes, questions about the episode, we're going to do a really quick spoiler synopsis. Episode 8 ended with Shauna finally confronting her secret lover, Adam, over his true identity after she realized that she doesn't know a thing about this guy. The episode begins with her murdering Adam in a fit of anger after thinking that she was betrayed and used by him. After Shauna murders Adam, she meets up with her husband, Jeff, and they both have a come to Jesus moment. Secrets are exposed. Jeff is revealed to be the blackmailer, along with the help of Randy, and Shauna was cheating on him. The lady that Shauna thought Jeff, her husband, was cheating on with was actually the loan shark who he owed a ton of money to, which is why he was blackmailing the Yellowjackets to begin with.
Nailed it.
The most shocking thing, yes, Johnny, you did nail it. Kudos go to you.
I
the
guess
most
that
shocking
he was
thing.
the
You saw a spoiler on
blackmailer too.
Instagram, just so people
No, I
know.
didn't. No, that one I didn't see.
Yeah.
It was the Adams murder that I saw.
Interesting.
Oh, if we finally got to the spoiler, fine.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyways,
that would ruin it.
The most shocking.
Sucked.
The most shocking thing about their conversation is that there was no book club, which was the quote of the episode for me.
That was good.
The girls prepare a party back in the wilderness, cheer themselves up. It's about time for homecoming. So as they prep for this Doomcoming, as they would call it, Misty ends up spiking the stew that everyone will eat with mushrooms. And during the party, everyone starts to experience or starts to trip badly. Jackie, meanwhile, is now actively prodding and poking at Shauna, hinting at knowing her secret, which is that Shauna was sleeping with Jeff, her boyfriend. And she decides that she no longer wants to be a virgin, and chooses Travis as her first partner.
Time.
I don't know how if there's a term for
First time.
Lover.
First lover. Yeah. Anyways, the girls, now fully under the influence of these mushrooms, are riled up by Lottie.
Except for Jackie.
Except for a few people. Yes, I will clarify who. Are riled up by Lottie, who declares that Jackie has quote unquote claimed something that is not hers, and leads them on a chase for Travis. Travis is caught by Lottie and a group of her girls, which includes Shauna, and is nearly sacrificed as Shauna puts a knife to his throat. But a sober Natalie intervenes and kind of breaks their trip very unexpectedly. Meanwhile, in the adult timeline, adult Shauna convinces Thaisa and Natalie that Adam was their blackmailer instead of Jeff. And they try to figure out what they're going to do with the body. That's when Natalie visits Misty, apologizes for treating her so badly, and then requests her help with the cleanup of Adam's body. And that ends episode 9 of Doomcoming. So we're going to move on to the gimmick. Everyone keeps bringing their Yellowjackets outfit, which is why we look as ridiculous as we do. Everyone bring your weapon. And then
Doomcoming.
You are attending your first Doomcoming ever. Please show us or highlight the Doomcoming outfit that you have added to your Yellowjackets wardrobe. I will go first. I have created a tasteful little bouquet right here because I noticed
tasteful.
A lot of the girls and boys were wearing these really nice flower arrangements, so I decided to take a walk around the neighborhood, snip some flowers, and create myself a nice little bouquet. All
I
right,
can
Johnny.
just see you walking around snipping flowers and people being like, "What is wrong with this
Some
guy?
ladies,
Is he on
chase with a-
mushrooms?"
chase with a bat.
The
All right,
homeowners association.
Johnny. What is
Well,
your doom
look,
coming
my
outfit?
I got my fit, my coat, hat, goggles, and K-bar. Everyone's seen those, but I wanted to fancy it up, so I got my bow tie on because it's black tie,
Mhm.
baby.
All right.
And you know what? A lot of people don't rock the jewelry, but I do. So I got my earring. Check. Okay. Cross to
Nice.
protect you from demons. You don't know where they are. And then we got the fit. We got Falconer. We got American Justice.
Oh, you're gonna go through all of them?
We got a signet ring.
No.
We got some crap. Gonna knock you out.
You would
a lot
not
of
make
rings.
it through a post 9/11 airport with all of those.
You want? But I wouldn't be wearing them.
How many quarters did you spend at your local ShopRite trying to gather all those rings?
He's probably rocking like 10 G's of jewelry right here. Most of it's platinum and white gold.
All
You know?
right. Well, thank you for sharing, Johnny. We're gonna move on to a paper man.
Yeah, David.
What
we're
is
in
your
different
doom coming
leagues,
out?
brother? You and me are in different leagues, bro.
What is your doom coming outfit?
I'm saving the rest of what I've been working on for the final episode, but I've added some pencil horns. And I've
Okay.
added a shirt.
Okay.
Not sure what it has to do with Doomcoming, but we'll take it.
It's his finest
Um,
button up that he brought.
Maybe I'm the one who skipped Doomcoming.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna
You're
be
not-
the one who murders everyone. Got it.
You're not allowed to skip Doomcoming.
Oh, now you're making
Doom.
rules.
Doom comes for you.
All right, Nick, show off your Doomcoming outfit. What's new about your outfit?
He's
I have
a
nice blue
Ravenclaw.
tie. Yeah, I'm a Ravenclaw. I'm Harry Potter now.
Or he's an accountant.
There you go.
What account wears kimonos?
Look at this. Look at me. I look so proper.
Every
I'm,
account.
Fair.
my silk bathrobe is ready to take me away. I'm
You
gonna
look
get
like
all
a crazy
all the
person.
girls are gonna ask me to Doomcoming. I mean,
All right.
look at me. How can they resist the silk?
That's because you're literally the only guy there. They have no other choice. Like Travis. Noah, what is your Doomcoming outfit?
Yes,
Explain it to us.
as the finest one here, finest dressed here, I've changed my Bible camp bath towel into a shawl, a face mask of sorts. I've added a fork crown, for shines, glitters, and then I also have my key. I don't know what you call this, tiara. So I've come dressed to the nines.
You're the key king.
I'm the key king.
You know what Noah reminds me of? It finally hit me. He looks like a sorcerer from Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
All right,
I forgot one thing. I forgot my
Tongue.
one pin. I got my pins.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, you're Pang
That's another
Tong. You just
pin.
need the stick.
I got two
fan.
pins. I think I got two pins.
I
I got my
I
skull
feel
pin.
like I maybe overdressed to this occasion, to this Doomcoming, but
You can never be
Really
overdressed
now?
for Doomcoming.
or maybe you guys underdressed. It's hard to tell.
Oh, and here's my other one. Here's my. that's
Is
for
there a
being an
Doomcoming
architect.
showcase where we
So-
walk the carpet and show off, strut
Well,
our
see,
stuff?
you guys are like very flashy. I'm
I'm trying to show up, but Nick keeps interrupting me.
Look
All
here,
right, we're-
Machine Gun Kelly.
We're moving on. We're moving on from the gimmick. Thank you everyone for putting so much time and effort into your Doomcoming outfit, especially you, Paperman.
Do you even floss with the K-bar?
Likes and dislikes. All right, we're gonna dive into that. Paperman, why don't you start us off? Did you like or dislike Doomcoming? And be specific. Give us the ultimate why.
Do you want me to take my mask off?
Yeah,
No,
that'd be great.
Oh yeah.
And the pencil horns.
And maybe just the face. Take it all off.
Ah.
He just
Ugh.
peels his skin away.
That'd be pretty cool, right?
It would be lit.
That was depicted in the show. I mean,
Yeah. That was a
Anyways.
cool scene.
go.
This was. How do I say it? The
Uh-oh.
worst episode? Yeah.
Oh
that probably
my
fits.
gosh.
This is probably the worst episode of the whole season.
Is this Nick
Okay,
talking?
why?
And
Why?
I-
Really? You can't just leave it there. Like you can't just drop the mic.
I got it. So, to me, this was one of the most frustrating episodes because the season had spent 9 episodes building up some really interesting stuff. whether it be from advertisements or like posters or images. Like they had all the girls with like the garb on, the dress, and they were building up this episode, this relationship with Adam. It just, to me, opening up with the kill scene was shocking, but it didn't feel rewarding at all, or like it was really built up. I don't think I understand Shauna was like a woman scorn, and like she had all this stuff going on in her mind, and she like reacted out of like it was a gut reaction. She just doesn't seem she didn't seem like a character that would do that. And I think the writers and the directors missed a really great opportunity to mirror, like in last episode, episode 8, when they mirrored Thaisa and Shauna doing the sleepover and then sleeping in the attic. It was like a tie-in. They missed a really good scene where Shauna could have tied up Adam, and Shauna, Natalie, and Thaisa kind of went into this like fit of rage, and it mirrored what they did with Travis. And I understand that they
Dude,
were on
are
like
you
drugs and
rewriting the
everything.
show?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm not.
Let's not rewrite the
I'm
show.
not rewriting it. I just think it was.
You
It
are.
was. I'm just thinking it was a missed opportunity in the storyline. It was just
But
really
I'm
frustrating.
I'm less concerned with like how you would want to make the episode better. More focused on like
He did not like it.
what made the episode worse. Yeah, but I want to know why.
I didn't think the reward, and I understand we still have one more episode left, and maybe I'll be eating my words next week. I hope I am. I hope they finish with a bang. I just was really frustrated by the end of watching the episode. I didn't think what happened at the Doom party and what happened at the beginning of the episode fit, and I don't know. It just felt like I was like jerked around.
Okay. We're gonna put a pin in that comment that you said about Shauna not being a person who would do something like that. I want to kind of revisit
Yep.
that, but let's move on to you, Johnny. What did you think about this episode?
It's been weird to hear myself talk about the episodes recently because I was like literally like preaching to Noah, have faith, have faith. And but I will say that I think this was my favorite episode of the series so far.
Right.
It didn't help that I knew the spoiler was coming, so I saw a meme about chopping up her lover, so I figured it out pretty quickly.
Could have been Jeff.
No, it was pretty. It seemed clear it was Adam.
Yeah.
So I knew it was Adam. I did like that he wasn't the heistman. I thought that was good. That
Yeah.
was Jeff. And then so I loved that the opening scene was the murder. Actually, I'm the opposite of David. I love that an episode started with just like visceral intensity and kind of like this chaos. I didn't love Shauna's response. I felt like she was almost too calm. Like they haven't introduced her enough to be sociopathic yet. Like they try to like play her off in two worlds of motherhood and this savage. But anyway, I bought it. I got into it. And then I liked that timeline. And then Doom's coming. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. And I'm still very frustrated that the supernatural stuff is so unresolved. Like it feels like they've taken a lazy way out of not picking a position. But I liked the events. I thought the shrooms and the trip and the kind of attack on Travis, thinking he's the stag to eat him, and I thought it was a really great buildup. I like Jackie's kind of descent into like an outsider and like losing herself. I liked all that. And I got really I got satisfaction from watching this episode. I'm still not sure if I'm going to like the resolution of the series, but for just an episode, I ended it and I told my wife, I was like, that was actually pretty fun. That was
There's
a good
some
one.
serious whiplash going on, huh?
Yeah.
With you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not confident though that the series will end well. But
Yeah. We'll
I
see.
don't know.
Yeah. Noah, hit us with it.
Yeah. Okay. So I did not like the episode. I'm not going to say it was the worst episode, and I'm not going to say it was a bad episode. I think to most people it would be, pretty interesting. The two main reasons why it didn't work for me was it pulled way too many punches. to me, there needed to be there need to be more that happened than just Adam dying. And the example I use was Travis. You know, they grab Travis in the past, think he's the stag. They're all high on shrooms. They pin him to the tree and they put the knife to his throat. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. But then in the back of my head, I was like, well, he lives. You know, he's alive in the future. So it drained all the tension from the scene. I was like, oh, he's gonna live. Someone's gonna come, and well, lo and behold, Natalie comes and stops it. And then the rest of the episode, nothing really happens. Like, there's no big chaotic moment. Yeah, they kill Adam, but it's like, okay, that's fine. And then the second big reason is I feel like I know the second shoe that's going to drop. Like, I see how it's been set up, and it's just not interesting to me.
What's the
So,
second shoe?
well, I don't know if I want to save that for the theory or if you want me to tell you now.
Okay.
I say save
Yeah,
it for
tell
the
us now.
theory.
I'll tell you
Alright.
now.
Yeah.
That they're gonna bury Adam. They're all gonna think it's, he was the blackmailer, and then all of a sudden, I can't remember her name. Adult Natalie is gonna find out who drained the bank account, and that's gonna be how the season ends. Like, that's how I feel like the pieces are being set up as. Like, they want us to forget about Natalie, and then Natalie's gonna find out who drained the bank account, like I said, and then that's gonna set up for the next season. And then it's like, I don't know, it's just not interesting. And I just wanted more chaos. I wanted to be more wowed. Like, I think in an average TV show, I would have like said, "Oh, this is a great episode." But coming in with so much hype and being talked so much doesn't help the show whatsoever, because I'm holding it to that level. And for me, it was kind of, when I hold it to that level, it was just average. Does that make sense?
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Fair
main
enough.
reason I'm gonna say is that it did so little with what it had. You know,
Mm.
like, there needed to be way more death in that ninth episode, in my opinion. There had to be more consequences. Nothing was really of consequence that happened.
Okay.
Oh God, pulled my setup down.
Fair enough. All right, we're gonna move to you, Nick. Round us out.
So I'm kind of in a similar camp to Noah, that I'm gonna say that I didn't like this episode, but I didn't think it was a bad episode. I thought it was a pretty good episode. But I'm the what's the phrase? I guess I'm just on repeat. This is too little, too late. This would have been, where was this earlier in the season? This is what would have drawn me in. What was
Mm.
going on was great. It was compelling. It made you interested in the characters. It made you think about future episodes. But knowing there's only one episode left, they have to ham fist a lot into the next episode. They need to ham fist a villain into the next episode. And yeah, like, I wish this was earlier in the season, because this would have made me want to watch the show and see where it's going.
What specifically about the episode did you want earlier in the season?
Um, Lottie kind of bringing the girls together without them really realizing it, to be her servant. Like, she's kind of becoming like this kind of supernatural, like, queen.
You wanted kind of like a fast track to like what you saw in the teaser of the pilot episode.
Yeah, like this being the penultimate episode of the season. Like, how are you going to show all the advertisements for the ninth? Like, what happens in the ninth episode? Like, this should have been something happening earlier, and I would have been far more interested in the girls living like this in the wild for 7, 8 episodes before they just start going crazy on one another. Like,
Yeah.
this is far more interesting. Jackie is a far more interesting character, with the way that she knows about Shauna and the way she's just trying to stick it to her left and right. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's fantastic. I will say the future, the story is compelling. I still don't think the future is necessary in a first season, but I don't want to have to rewrite the show. I think that should be season 2 stuff.
I'm gonna come in with my rare, input. So the cannibalism, the teaser at the pilot episode of the girls chasing the pit girl through the snow, it reminded me a lot of the White Walkers in Game of Thrones, and also the smoke monster in Lost, where those were like mystical or far out there things that were happening, that were being teased at, that you wanted to see more of. But the first season of Game of Thrones and Lost were pretty fantastic in their own rights, right? They were both solid pieces of work, and I think that it might be indicative of a weaker storyline in Yellow Jackets, that you guys continue to want to see that development happening quicker as a result of the characters in the show in season 1 not being as engaging as, you know, Jon Snow, Ned Stark, um, John Locke, Jack Shepherd. That's my take. I don't know. You can feel free to agree or disagree. You're muted, Johnny.
I
Wait, what I'm hearing from you two though is you sound actually not dissimilar from me. Sounded like you liked the episode, you don't like the show yet.
Who are you talking to?
Both of you kind of sounded like the episode actually was likable. You just, in the context of the show is not redeemed, and so ultimately you just feel like ambivalent. You know.
I would say, sorry, Nick. I'm gonna
it's
go.
fine.
I'm gonna say I was disappointed by the episode. I would think if you took me out of it, you took me out of the show, and I just watched this episode, I'd like it because it was filmed well, it was interesting. There was exciting things that happened, but like I said, the way it played out was very disappointing. Like the pieces didn't all fit together.
Got it. You liked it. Got it.
I can't like it, Johnny, because
I got it. You liked it.
It doesn't work.
Not a problem.
Doesn't
Yeah, David, what you want?
Key.
David, you want to say something?
No, I think I just. Sorry, I'll make it quick. I was able to pull my thoughts together a little bit more. What I find most frustrating about this episode is I don't like it in shows when you see the character digging themselves into a hole for no reason. Like,
can you be specific?
Like Shauna, like with the lie, like to protect her husband, like the reveal of Jeff being the blackmailer, and now, like, I don't know. It just,
why did you have an issue?
That was believable.
I thought that was really clever writing.
It's believable. I mean, the scene where she's lying to Natalie and Thaisa at the end. I understand she's trying to protect her husband and get herself out of the situation, but it's one of those things where obviously next season or the season after, someone's going to come looking for Adam, or like the lie is going to unravel. So it's like unnecessary tension in a show that's already like 10 mysteries deep. It's all, I don't know. I just
do you think it's like a hat on a hat?
I don't know. Maybe I just wanted more from Adam's character, and maybe there will be, but I wanted it to be delivered from him. I didn't want it to be delivered in like somebody. Now I know second season somebody's going to come looking for Adam.
I think jury's still out on Adam, right? We still don't know exactly what the hell this guy was up to, because he
died way too easily.
Very secretive, yeah. I would say though that her taking the cover for her husband from a writing standpoint made sense, and it fit well in my opinion. That's just my opinion though.
Yeah, to take care of their daughter and all that.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You're right. It wasn't uncharacteristic. It was just frustrating because it's going to unravel. It's nothing that's going to stick.
I think everything is set up to unravel though, right? Like in good writing, like you set things up and then knock them down like dominoes.
Oh, I know, but there's so many things being set up already. So it's like more thing.
I don't. We
got one more episode to watch, guys.
I don't really follow the criticism though. Like
it's just, I think they just don't like it, Steven. They can't articulate it. They
Johnny
don't like
switches
a good episode
sides so much. It's like,
but just as often as you guys do, right?
That's not true. I feel like me and Nick have had we've said the same thing every episode.
Shot.
That's true.
Last episode, y'all started going.
We always say that the pacing is off. The pacing's off.
The last 3 or 4 episodes, me and Noah have been on the same.
And we say that we say that the future timeline is not warranted, and I still agree with that, and I still agree with both things. And me and Nick have always said that. So
yeah,
we have to
a little bit.
We have to just to be clear. Just one last thought.
Yeah.
To be very clear, we all agree on the pacing. No one's ever disagreed with the pacing. Some of us held out hope that it could get better and resolved.
Some of us, you.
Yes, we had hope. But also, last episode, you
complete faith last week.
Go listen.
Come to Jesus moment.
Go listen to Go
Oh
listen
my
to episode
god.
8 when it
Oh
comes
my
out, and you're
god.
gonna hear your praise, your high laudering praise of that episode.
I still said the pacing was whack.
You listen to it.
All right,
Listen to it.
Oh
we
my
gotta move
god.
forward, but I'm gonna do something different with this the question section. I want rapid fire answers. I don't want you to think about the answer for more than 5 seconds. I want you to give me, if possible, one word answers. I'm gonna ask you 4 questions. You've seen them already, so we're gonna start, get them over with, and then we're gonna move to theories because there's a lot of updates to be made to theories before we close out in ahead of the finale. So
Can we have an
what?
order of who's going to answer so we're not like talking
Yeah,
over
so
each other?
it'll be Noah, Nick, David, and then Johnny. I'm kind of looking in a Z format on my screen. So Noah,
Okay,
Nick,
I'm set.
Dave, Johnny. Okay.
Mhm.
So very simple, yes or no. Was there enough revealed in this episode to set up for a satisfying finale? Noah,
No.
Nick,
No.
David,
Nope.
Johnny.
No.
Okay. Who is the one character that intrigues you the most heading into the finale? Noah,
Jackie.
Nick,
Lottie.
Lottie, Dave,
Yeah, Lottie.
Johnny,
Lottie.
Lottie. Okay. What do you expect the very final scene of the finale to be? Noah?
Natalie finding out who drained the bank account.
Okay. Nick? It can be the same thing as long as it was what you thought of.
No, I think it's going to be Lottie smiling like demonically. Like it's going to show like Lottie being fully possessed or fully crazy now.
Okay.
Like being proud of the destruction and chaos she's caused.
Okay. David?
It's going to be one of the other girls being like revealed as alive or like coming into the adult timeline.
Do you want to predict which girl specifically?
No, I don't know. I just have a feeling.
Just
that's
take your best guess.
Well, I would assume Lottie.
Okay. Lottie, adult Lottie then is coming and
Lottie or Van.
Okay, Lottie or Van. All right. And Johnny? Final scene of the finale. Very last scene.
I think it's going to be a cliffhanger. I think there's going to be some type of dire situation of survival in the woods.
Specifics.
Like, okay, I couldn't think of a million, Mr.
Pick one.
Genius.
Pick one of your millions.
I think Natalie's going to get a cell phone call about the truth.
Thank you.
I think there's going to be some type of attack between the girls. I don't know what it's going to be. And I think it's going to be an unresolved situation that could have been horrible, where multiple girls could have died, or there could be a war, so that when you pick up next season, it starts out with the outcome of that catastrophe.
Okay. Thank you,
I'm
Johnny.
surprised nobody's picked like somebody being dead as like right before it cuts to black. Like somebody's just dead body.
I was
like,
surprised too. I was surprised because there has been some predictions about death in the finale.
I think it's just too on the nose for this show. Like, they're
Sure.
going to play to the tropes of red herrings. They're going to do
Yeah.
cliffhangers. They're going to do all that stuff.
Okay. So pick one highlight and then pick one low light from this episode. As simple as you can express it. Noah?
Highlight. I can't remember his name now. It completely makes me mad. The guy
Travis?
dying. No, the
Adam?
guy dying. Adam dying was the highlight. The low light was them doing a stupid fake out of Travis almost dying when we know that he survives.
Okay.
Spitting in our face. That's what it
Nick?
felt like.
To me, the highlight was adult Jackie's or adult Natalie's inauthentic apology to what's her name, to Misty, to try to really warm up to her, to try to get her to help them move the body. I love that. But I agree with Noah. The low light is the fact that they really could have teased Travis, but we knew he was alive, and there was no tension. It just sucked it all out, that scene.
Got it. David?
Highlight was Shauna and Javi's interaction. I just
When
thought it was
she tells him
the
to
one
run?
where the one where she says run, but her voice like changes.
Yeah.
I just thought that was like, I don't know. I think it was like a step in the right direction. It was very like, ooh, it got me intrigued. Low light was Adam dying.
Okay.
I just really don't think that was the good choice.
Johnny?
The highlight, I agree with everyone that Travis's death was ruined by the spoiler, but I liked the build up. I liked the Jackie discovery Travis scene, the locking her in the closet, and then like suddenly attacking him with love, and then suddenly it becomes twisted, and they are trying to kill him, and like it was kind of a horror to it. I thought that was like a really interesting scene that got you really like into the show for a minute. I do agree that the resolution was maybe weak, but the low light, I mean, all the prep for the Doomcoming, I thought it was boring. I just like, but I get it was some plot moving, but like I think they could have kept the show a little more higher adrenaline this episode and done some more stuff, some whether it's murders or something. Like there should have been a little bit more, like Noah said. What do you say, Noah? Like there's consequence, like
Yeah,
things equaling the result of their actions of this
they
being in the
shouldn't have
woods.
pulled any punches. This should have
Yeah,
been the episode where they let loose a little bit.
exactly. And I like that they let loose a bit, but not enough.
It's like, before we move on to the theories, it's I think Game of Thrones spoils us with episode 9s where they go
For the
balls to the
jugular.
wall,
Yeah.
right?
You go hard.
Yeah,
They go
you
for the
always get ready
jugular.
for it. You're like,
Red Wedding,
yeah.
Baylor. I mean,
just-
Them climbing the wall.
I'm
yeah,
gonna say something after you to go.
yeah.
off
Go
of
ahead,
that.
go ahead.
Oh, what I'm gonna say is that's why Game of Thrones works. If they,
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's why Game of Thrones became so popular because they knew to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's that type of show, right?
Yeah.
And this show kind of shows itself to be like that, and that's why I think it should have dipped its toes a little bit more
I
in
agree.
that camp.
I'll give you one more Steven
Stevenism.
Steven
Stevenism?
defending the show.
No, not
moment?
defending the show. I
Okay.
will side with you
Ooh, we've convinced him.
Oh.
on them being able to kind of play it less safe. I thought that that the chase through the woods of Travis was necessary to set up where the girls are heading, which is the teaser that we saw in the pilot episode where they become full-on savages. But I thought that it was a clear fake out, and I appreciated you kind of highlighting the fact that Travis was the one. I think that if they actually played with Javi,
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna
maybe
say.
I mean that would have been
Why not? Why? I don't get it.
yeah. And maybe if they ended up killing him, like, and again,
Mhm.
this is me trying to fix the episode.
No,
but
I know you
thought-
don't want to rewrite the show.
You don't
but
want to
even
rewrite
just,
the show.
Even
but
if you're gonna fake it out, you're gonna pull your punch. At least in
Yeah.
that moment, I would have thought, "Oh, Javi's gonna die," and it would have got me.
like
you
an
know?
yeah,
But
it
no,
could have been an accidental
to be-
death, or it could have been a near-death
To
experience.
be fair, though, and I agree with you in our context, but like it could be a pivotal point for Travis's character.
Yeah.
I don't
like,
know because they can
it
just
could be, it could
they
be,
can
we don't know.
excuse that what they were all high. That's what I mean.
But
They-
he's not that kind of character. Like he might tear off now, or like I don't know. I'm just saying something might happen.
Yeah, him and
All right.
Natalie might tear off.
We got to move to the theories and close this episode out. So I'm going to do a quick recap. We're heading into the finale. So this is the home stretch, guys. This is exciting. We're going to see a lot of these theories either end up being proven true.
I can't wait for
False.
the aliens and dragons to show up.
So Noah,
Sure.
Uh-huh.
strike one. Nat is not behind the blackmail as you predicted.
Mhm.
But by the end of the season, you predicted that they're gonna sacrifice someone to appease the spill the blood god.
I believe I said Jackie specifically was going to die, right?
You did. I still have that. You
okay.
said that you're gonna get hit in the face with a big old meaty tuna. Didn't specify what the big old meaty tuna is, but we'll just let that be.
I hope there's one.
It's a cell phone call.
You predicted that Jackie dies by the end of the season and everything turns to chaos. And then Adam is up to something and wants to get closer to Shauna for something. He is Travis's brother. Now, jury is still out on Adam. We still don't know what he was really about. So there might be more revelations about his character in season 2. So I'm leaving that uncrossed out.
But there's none in the finale.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Spoiler.
And then you also predict a girl who gets killed in the beginning of the show is Lottie, which is looking to be less and less.
Yeah. Did you add my new
accurate.
one?
Which is the Natalie finds out about.
Yeah.
Natalie finds out. Yeah. So I'm gonna add that in right now. Natalie finds out.
They got all their ducks in a row. They think he's the blackmailer. Everything's all good. Life is good. And then all of a sudden, Natalie finds out that
Do
it
you want
was
to
Jeff.
predict? Do you want to
Jeff.
predict who drained Jeff drained Travis's bank
Oh
account?
no, that doesn't work.
That doesn't
Okay.
make no sense, Noah.
Johnny, not
Who
you.
did it? Who drained it then?
Misty.
Misty, yeah.
I'm not gonna say Misty. I will say, just to go off a
Honestly,
side
it's
note,
probably Thaisa. It's probably Thaisa.
I'll go off a side note and say that I liked Misty's won me over. I'm on the Misty side now.
Okay.
I really liked her this episode. I just want to say
But
that quickly.
I need you to predict.
I know. You put me on the spot because I was
All
not
right, you think
thinking.
about it. I'm gonna keep working my way down the list, but
Okay.
I need a name by the end of this. All right, otherwise it's not a valid theory.
All right,
David,
jeez.
Laura Lee was Lottie's compass, and now she's gone. Looking more and more like a good revelation there.
Yeah.
Forrest is alive. Jeff is the blackmailer. Well done, sir. He called
Man,
it.
I really thought after watching episode 8, I was like, damn,
He nailed it. So David got that one. One adult murders the other. Minus 10 points for not being specific there. It did happen, but it did happen. But
Somebody died.
It's like somebody dies in the finale, guys. Like it's not as specific as we would have liked.
All right,
So
well,
I'm gonna give you 5 points for that.
Oh,
one.
come on.
I like that Noah's getting competitive about a game that has no rules or points.
There's points. There was points, Johnny.
These
it's
points
okay.
are like
He
cruise
just-
line. The points don't matter anyway.
No, I'll give you 1,000,000 points.
Yeah.
David, a satisfying season finale will be that winter is coming. No one predicted that as the final scene. Very interesting, though. Very interesting.
We saw it in the beginning scene.
Because they haven't built
Maybe.
it up like Game of Thrones. Game of
Yeah.
Thrones mentioned it every second.
Maybe. Yeah.
It did.
Misty and Thaisa have their. I gotta work my way
Okay.
through this. There's a lot to work through here. Misty and Thaisa have their hand in a lot more than we think. Again, a little vague, but I'm leaving it on there. Adam and the journalist that Thaisa has hired know each other, or Adam is a super fan of Yellowjackets. Well done on the fan aspect. He was curious. I wouldn't call him a super fan, but I will give you 2 participation points for that one. And then now we're moving on to Nick.
David got 5.
like 20 points.
Nick, satisfying season finale will be if Thaisa's group comes across supernatural forces and controls them to come back into the group. That did not happen.
Yeah, I would have thought they would have stayed out much longer than
So
they did. They came
that
back
is
super
officially
quick.
that is officially crossed out from the theory board.
Mm.
Van is not dead. You got that one last week. So you got
How many
some
points,
from that
Steven?
one.
How many points?
bajillion.
That's a good one. I'm going to give
Yeah.
you 15 points for that one. That was a
Oh,
good prediction.
nice.
Because Van
job.
was looking pretty dead. So
Didn't those scars looked like a little like too clean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She
they
needed to be
did.
like-
They
Face
did.
chewed up?
When like they took off her mask, I was like, really? That's not.
Do you know how
It was
long
like
it
two
takes for
little
those to
lashes.
heal? That would take months to heal.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe it's the forest healing her. I don't know.
Mm.
The main soccer team fractures into 3
ah.
groups, and they duke it out for supremacy. Misty is the queen, but that's a red herring. Looking less likely that the Misty is the queen, but we'll see. Girls adopt the symbol and infuse it with importance. Adam is undercover. Again, we don't know what Adam was exactly up to. There's a
Yeah.
witchcraft tribe, and Adam is a representative, and he knows what happens in the forest. Again, we don't know what Adam is up to. And then by the end of the story, this is all Jackie's doing, and she's using Shauna's baby as a conduit from the grave. That is one of the wildest theories that we have amongst this
I
group,
like that one.
but we'll see if it ends up being true. So, Johnny, last but not least.
Oh wait, can I add into my theory real quick?
Yeah, which one? What do you
No,
wanna
I just
add?
want. So I want to get rid of Misty being the red herring. I think Lottie's just going to become the demon queen. Like Lottie's
You mean the antler queen?
antler queen. Sure, I didn't know that was a thing. Absolutely, let's go.
She always has
It was-
antlers on.
It was the yeah, she wore it this episode.
Oh, did she? I didn't even realize.
For the Doomcoming.
She
But yeah.
put it on when they were.
She's the Doomcoming queen. Like she is whatever's possessing her is going to use her, and she's going to become the big bad for the last
All right.
episode.
That's
Can I
officially
just
logged
say
in.
that those girls should have an Etsy shop because the stuff that they made was just so
It was
good.
great. It was
Like
Yeah.
even
really
the
good.
mask that Thaisa made looked
Those were amazing.
like high
Right.
quality.
I mean,
Like
like,
she pounded the leather or something.
yeah. Shout out to the set design, the costume design. It was really good this episode. I was excited
Yeah.
about
Do
it.
you guys think Lottie is feeling a little bit satyrish?
A
What do
little
you mean?
bit.
Maybe.
right?
Well,
Anyway,
let's move through your theories, Johnny.
yeah.
So, satisfying season finale is them leaning into the supernatural, and the source of it to have a
Hmm.
role doesn't need to be visible, but it needs to have an impact on the season finale. Now that's vague, but I like it because it's very specific to what the show has been hinting at. Hoping for something.
I would say this episode does not suffice. It is not real. Like it has to be real.
Yeah,
The
I
supernatural
understand.
thing has to be confirmed in the finale, or I'm angry and
I
not like
understand
it.
what you're saying. Yep. Satisfying. Okay, so hoping for indigenous ancient culture that dominates the woods and goes up against it for a while.
Mm,
You
Dragons.
think
no,
Thaisa knows what is going on with the symbol and boy? She's connected to it all and has a deep
I
connection to whatever darkness.
I stand by that, and I want to add because I do think Noah's scene is probably going to happen. I think that's very
Yep.
good. I think it is Thaisa, but that's my guess.
Okay. That who drained the account.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna add that in there. Thaisa drained
Johnny
Travis's
stole
account.
mine.
No, I just think all roads lead to Thaisa.
Shauna miscategorized her husband as cheating. Johnny, that was a damn good prediction. You get 15 points for that.
Minus 5 because he knew it as a spoiler.
Shauna's
That's
lover
true.
No,
has
I
an
didn't know that.
agenda. Shauna's lover has an agenda. Again, we don't know. There seems to be a mini agenda, but we don't know exactly what his
Yeah.
deal was. We're gonna close out the episode by you guys assigning scores.
Wait, I gotta tell who drained the bank account.
Oh yeah, who drained a bank account?
Who drained the bank account? I'm going with Johnny said mine, but I'm gonna go with Thaisa.
Okay, Thaisa.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're trying to build up Shauna as like an unreliable narrator, like how the
I
books
don't
were
think she's a
always there?
narrator in this show, though.
Well, but I mean like how she thought the books were gone in her safe, and then she went back and they were back. Do you think somebody took them and put them back, or do you
It was
think they were
Jeff.
always there?
He admitted it.
I
He admitted
changed.
it.
I missed that he said he took
Yeah,
them
yeah.
out.
He said he read them, so he knows everything that happened in the woods.
I
thought you said
strike
he did
my-
that
I
years
strike
ago.
my previous thing from the record. Strike
What is
it, delete it. I'm
Okay.
going with Misty. I'm going
Cool.
to Misty.
All right, Misty. All right, we got to move on to scores
All right.
and recommendations. So, David, why don't you give us your final score of this episode? And you don't have to give it a recommendation; just give me a score.
I'll give it a 5.
All right,
Oh, man.
Johnny.
I'll give this one a 7.
Okay, Nick.
I'm going to
Is that
give
a-
this one a 7.
Your cat is famous and dancing.
People are
Your
gonna
famous
watch
cat
this.
is
Whoa,
dancing.
we're on a
And
famous
no.
cat
That's
video.
this should be a TikTok right here, and then you advertise. Boom.
It could be, yeah. She's going cray cray. Nick, is Nick frozen? Oh no,
He
he's
said 7.
No, I said 7.
7. Okay, and then Noah.
I'm going with the 7. I still have not cracked. It has not cracked the 8 yet. So 7. Yep.
Okay. All right, and then we're going to divide that by 4, and we get an average of a 7.
Yeah, it's a good
Nice.
episode.
I hope for me this was like, I know last week I said an 8 and now it's like a 5. I hope next week it's like
Yeah. So all right.
Agreed.
So let me close this out.
Wait, can we just have a moment and congratulate all of us for watching the entire shows week by week?
Yeah.
Right? And that's
Yeah.
looking
We can
ahead.
finish it. We
Well
can
done.
finish it. We're
I know.
free.
We are in the home stretch. We have one episode to go, which is episode 10, which is titled "Sic Transit Gloria Mundi."
What?
And it's a Latin phrase. Let me
Oh,
look at what
okay.
it means.
Good pronunciation.
It's probably their school motto.
Well, I took Latin when I was.
Enunciation or
Thus
enunciation?
passes the
Pronunciation.
glory of the world. That's the Latin
Uh
translation.
oh, the harbinger of doom is coming.
So
Doomcoming, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, anyways, congratulations, guys. You have been on this journey week to week, and you've endured the inability to binge this show as much as you wanted to. So I commend you for that. Yeah, we're going to close this out. So we're looking forward to episode 10 review. But thank you all for listening to episode 9, which is titled Doomcoming, Yellowjackets. We can be found on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube now at The Spooky Screen. Thank you for all of our new listeners. who have decided to join us. And hope you find these reviews of Yellow Jackets to be just as enjoyable as all of our other movie reviews. We look forward to creating more episodes for you in the future. So thanks for listening, and see you all